Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. One of Ben Shephard's co-presenters has shared his disappointment that he won't be able to return to one of his favourite roles after the This Morning star opened up about his health battles. One of Ben Shephard's ITV co-stars has suggested it's unlikely that the presenter would be able to return in an upcoming charity event. In recent weeks, Ben, 50, has said he is increasingly suffering with pain in his knees and back after a spate of injuries. In 2018, the This Morning presenter admitted he had suffered from a slipped disc, for which he took tramadol to help with the pain. Later, during a football match, he suffered a ruptured ACL, fractured his leg, and tore his meniscus. However, it is a football match that his colleague, Dermot O'Leary, would like him to return to. Speaking about the upcoming Soccer Aid game for UNICEF, Dermot was asked which player he would like to see make a comeback for the game. In response, he not only named Arsenal legend Thierry Henry, but also his ITV colleague Ben. He said, "Oh, it has to be the legend, Thierry Henry. He's my favourite footballer of all time, so I'd have to say Thierry." I'd also love to see Ben Shephard back. He doesn't think he can do it anymore. I think in his last performance he got sent off, so it would be good for me to bury those ghosts. Discussing his health woes to Men's Health, Ben previously said that despite his injuries, he's far more conscious of the need to keep his body strong as he gets older. He said, "My back is in a state and my knees are in a state. I'm a lot more conscious of my need to apply functional fitness in my training. I don't want to be in a position where I can't play golf with my sons and my mates. I don't want to be unable to go skiing with the boys, which I love doing, or play football. I'm just so scared of doing my knee again." It's not just Ben who's been facing health woes. Dermot has too. During an episode of This Morning, the 51-year-old admitted he ignored pain in his jaw before being diagnosed with temporomandibular joint (TMJ) disorder. He told viewers, "I woke up last half-term in October, out of nowhere, and every time I opened my mouth to eat something, I got a massive pain." Addressing physiotherapist Krina Panchal, who treated him for TMJ, he added, "I ignored it for a bit, because I'm a man, and then finally got it. Went to go and see an ear, nose and throat specialist, and he sent me to you." The TMJ is a joint which sits between the temporal bone and jawbone, and if left untreated, could lead to early onset arthritis. Fellow media personality Zoe Ball has also suffered from TMJ, opening up about the symptoms during the final weeks of her Radio 2 breakfast show. Ben Shephard burst onto our screens in the late 1990s as one of the youngest presenters on GMTV. His boundless energy made him the perfect foil for the show's lighter, more irreverent segments, man-on-the-street interviews, celebrity stunts, and plenty of football-themed features whenever the premiership was in swing. Over the years, he deftly parlayed that easy rapport into a lasting career, fronting the X Factor spin-offs, co-hosting Tipping Point, and since 2014, anchoring ITV's flagship daytime programme This Morning. Behind this cheery exterior, however, lies an undeniable passion for sport that has at times bordered on reckless. An avid footballer since childhood, Ben has repeatedly thrown himself into charity matches and weekend kickabouts with amateur mates, often without the recovery time or medical precaution one might expect of a TV star. His willingness to push through pain, once nursing a suspected ankle sprain while covering a live show, has become something of a running joke among his peers. Yet the cumulative effect of those scrapes, falls and full contact games has begun to show. In 2018, speaking to Men's Health magazine, Ben admitted that a herniated, or slipped, disc had left him relying on tramadol, a prescription opioid, to manage excruciating back pain. He detailed how a single misjudged tackle on the football pitch triggered a cascade of injuries: an anterior cruciate ligament, ACL, rupture, a fractured shin, and a torn meniscus within a single season. The ordeal required multiple surgeries and months of painful rehabilitation, effectively grounding him from the very sport he loves. That sequence of setbacks might have slowed a less determined individual, but Ben's trademark optimism saw him back on the pitch faster than most orthopedic surgeons would recommend. He would post triumphant videos of post-op training drills, complete with squats, lunges, and the occasional triumphant volley into a garden net. Yet with every hop, jump and pivot, he risked undoing hours of painstaking physiotherapy. When Dermot O'Leary was recently asked which former player and ITV colleague he would most like to see return to the field for this year's Soccer Aid for You,